let's move on. Let's go to the Jam With Me section now. What are we going to do here? Like I said, we're going to take different keys, different qualities, different techniques, different variables, different all sorts of stuff that I'm going to give you, and we're going to put this into a jam, okay? And instead of just doing a backing track, we're going to turn this into a video. And our emphasis is not just going to be on licks, it's going to be on the rhythm playing as well as the lead playing, and there actually should be no separation. It should be like this, okay? So we are going to work on both of these things today, okay? And with all these Jam With Me videos. And I'm going to try and do Jam With Me every week. I am booked overly extended through the rest of this year and into next year. So I'm going to try and do this every week, but this is not Riff of the Week, so if I don't get to it every week, so be it. But I'm going to try and keep the continuity going between Season 6 and when the website is ready and Season 7 is ready to launch. I want to keep this going, and this is a great way to do it. Let's take a break from absorbing more material, and let's take a look at what we have, and let's make sure we can spit it back out, because if you're just piling more on top, it gets watered down. It doesn't serve anybody's purpose. So, what are we going to do today? I've got a backing track here. You can't see it. Well, you can kind of see it down here. I've got this little Fender G-Deck 30 amp. Awesome practice amp. Solid state. Still sounds good. You can create your own patches. Doesn't burn tubes, which is nice, but it's got some great backing tracks built into it. We're going to work with this one that I've played over many times. It's a great little track in B minor. So what we're going to do is I'm going to throw on this track, and I'm going to show you what I would do over top of it, both chord-wise and lead-wise, and I'm going to give you some suggestions. And I'm going to play, then you're going to play, then I'm going to play, then you're going to play, and so on. And we'll just go on for a few minutes, just as if we were sitting, jamming with each other. Okay? Huge, huge benefit to sitting down with somebody and jamming with them. Trade licks, trade ideas. I have friends that come over and we jam, and in between the jams we talk about that was a cool lick. What did you do? Show me that. That's what it's about. It's about getting new ideas and building your vocabulary and all that good stuff. So let's take a listen to the track first. Okay. So it's like a funky kind of thing. And again, this is in B minor, and it's a pretty static vamp. But it's a killer vamp. You don't need tons of chord changes to make a great backing track. This is a great track to just play over. Okay. Now what am I going to do over top of this? Let's talk about the chords first. 7th position, B minor 7. This is the general pattern that I play for a B minor 7, and you're going to see me, I'm not just going to chunk on one chord. That's boring. Like I said, there shouldn't be separation between rhythm and lead playing. So let's put some melodic, put the 9 up there, the C sharp, put the 3, the D up there, put it in the middle of the chord. Anything like that. Give it some life, give it some movement, and that's what we're going to do here. But I'm not really going to concentrate going down here or up here. Let's keep it nice and simple. Okay? That's the chord side of things. Let's talk about what I'm going to do lead playing wise. Again, it's B minor, so what are your options? B Aeolian, B Dorian, B minor pentatonic, B minor blues, pretty much any minor based mode, scale, anything you want to think of, that's what you're going to work on, okay? Like I said, variables. Let's throw some more things in the pot here to get a more specific direction. Because improv, an application, is not just about throwing on a track and poof, there you go. Have a key, have a quality, have some focus to it. These variables are going to help us focus. So let's pick a technique to work with. Let's do legato today, okay? Simple hammer on and pull off is fine, or you want to do some 3-note run kind of things, whatever it means to you, legato. That's what we're going to focus on, all right? Again, let's just focus here on the 7th position. And again, that means 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's where my 4 fingers are laying across the fretboard. Of course, go down a fret, go up a fret, but we're not too concerned with traveling down here or way up here for now. Okay, this is just an exercise to sit right here and focus on these variables. So we've got B as our key, minor is our quality, our variables as far as technique. We've got legato to work with. We threw another boundary variable in here where we're not going to move down here or up here. That focuses everything a lot. Now, then we've got the options for what we can do with our scales. Like I said, any minor mode is fine. Scale, pentatonic, blues, Aeolian, Dorian will probably work. You just got to feel it out. They're all minor. That's, again, the whole thing about the modes. Forget the notes. It's what is the quality. It's minor. So these are all minor options. Some of them have notes that may or may not fit. You just have to use your ear and experiment with it. Okay? So, let's play the track. I will start with some lead playing, again, with all of these variables in mind. Then I will stop and I will play some chords for a while. Then I will get, and that's when you're going to take over and you're going to play lead. While I'm playing chords, you play lead. While I'm playing lead, you play chords. After we trade that, then we're going to go between doing some soloing and some chord stuff faster. So it's a little bit like faster trading, okay? It'll be fun, you know? So again, keep these variables in mind. Keep it real easy for you. That's why I set these things up. So you don't have to go here, you don't have to go up here. Just keep it nice and easy. So I'm going to start the track. You focus on some kind of B minor thing. I'm going to play some lead work, and then we're going to trade, and we're going to go from there. Here we go. Take over lead. Trade. Okay, now you take it out. Cool. So, I hope you found that really fun, because jamming is awesome, and especially when you're trading with somebody else. When you're doing it, you know, think of the chords that I'm playing, and if you see me adding in some voice movement, you know, again, it's hard to do it on the fly, but try to hear what the other players are doing. The way to be the best kind of musician possible, especially when you're jamming the full band, is you gotta listen to the rest of the band, you know, and they're gonna be listening to you. So if you catch, you know, somebody throwing a little melodic line, try and grab onto it, and it's just that you know, cohesiveness is an amazing thing. Okay. Also, when we're trading the lead stuff, you know, watch what I'm doing. Try, you know, don't do the same thing, but complement it. You know, and that's an awesome way to you know, to build a jam. Okay. Obviously, go back, loop this over a whole bunch of times, and yes, Jam With Me is going to be one of the features on the new Riff of the Week site. So it's a lot of fun to do. We're going to try and do this, if I can, every week or close to it. We're going to do a bunch of this stuff between now and when the next season starts. So I hope you had a lot of fun. Good luck with it. See you next time.